Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will get scientific notation as well as significant figures. So here's the idea. We have this really large number here with lots of different digits. Very rarely will we need to know each of the individual digits. Usually we just need to know the first few digits and how many digits that it has. So what we do is we write it in this form as some number times 10 to the power of something. This box will tell us the first few digits of the number, and this one tells us how many digits the number has. We use scientific notation for very large numbers like this or very small numbers like this. So when we have a number that's really large or really small, we write it as something times 10 to the power of something. This number here is always between 1 and 10. It tells us about the first few digits of the number. This number here tells us how many places we needed to move the decimal point. So this number turns out to be positive for a large number. A positive number would go there, and for a small number less than 1, a negative number would go there. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. We're going to come back to this, but now let's look quickly at significant figures. So significant figures are just that. They just tell us which digits of a number are significant. So zeros at the start of the number are never significant. Numbers before the decimal point count as significant digits, as long as it doesn't start with zeros. And we're also going to round to a certain number of significant figures. When we're rounding, we still use the rule 4 or less, leave the mess. 5 or more, raise the score. So let's look at these two numbers here, and we're going to count how many significant figures they have. So in this top number here, this has 4 significant figures. The reason it has 4, we don't include zeros at the start of the number. So even though this is written to 7 decimal places, the only significant figures are 9, 8, 7, 5. We don't include zeros at the start of the number. As for this number here, this actually has 6 significant figures. So the significant figures are 4, 3, 0, 1, 0, 5. We do include zeros when they're not at the start of a number. And unlike when we're rounding to a certain number of decimal places, numbers before the decimal point, as long as it doesn't start with zeros, they count as significant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 significant figures. So let's say I was asked to round each of these numbers to 3 significant figures. So let's start with this one here. So if rounding it to 3 significant figures, I still include the zeros here because I don't want to change the number. But these zeros are not significant figures. So I have 9 is my first significant figure and 8 is my second significant figure. So what would be my third significant figure? Well, if you're rounding to 3 significant figures, the fourth significant figure is the critical digit. Just like when you're rounding to 3 decimal places, the fourth number after the decimal place is the critical digit. So we look at the critical digit and we apply the rule 4 or less, leave the mess, 5 or more, raise the score. Because the critical digit is 5 or more, we raise the score. We raise the previous number by 1. So I'm going to change this 7 into an 8. So this is the same as this number rounded to 3 significant figures. These two numbers are not equal. They're approximately equal. They're very close. This is just the closest number with 3 significant figures to that one there. So let's round this number here to 3 significant figures. So the 4 counts as significant, as does the 3. Once again, I need to find the critical digit. The critical digit, when you're rounding to 3 significant figures, is this one here, the 4th significant figure. Now this number here is 4 or less, so we leave the mess. We don't increase this digit by 1. We leave it as 0. So 430.105 to 3 significant figures is 430. These two numbers are not equal, they're just very close. This one has 3 significant figures. All right, let's now look at applying this to scientific notation. So how do you actually write a number in scientific notation? Well, this is what you do. You start at the decimal point. So for a whole number, the decimal point would be there. Now we need to write it as some number times 10 to the power of something. So this number here has to be between 1 and 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this decimal point until this number becomes between 1 and 10. So we're going to move it all the way 3, 6, 9 spots to here. Now we have a number between 1 and 10. We write that in the first box here. So that's the first box done. Now, the second box, what goes in there is the number of places we've moved the decimal point. We moved it 3, 6, 9 spots. So when you write the number in the box here, you have to decide whether it should be positive or negative. Because this is a large number, more than 1, the number that goes here is positive. So this number is now written in correct scientific notation. I haven't, however, rounded it to 3 significant figures. So let's do what we were doing on the previous slide. So the first significant figure is 9.8. Now, because the critical digit, the fourth significant figure, is 5 or more, we raise the score of the previous number. So we get 9.88 and we leave the 10 to the 9 alone. These don't count as significant digits. So what have we actually done? What we've basically done is say that this number here is about 9.88 billion, because 10 to the power of 9 is a billion. So if this power is 9, it means the number has 10 digits and it's in the billions. So it's much easier to remember the number's about 9.88 billion than trying to remember all these digits. All right, let's do the same here. Even though this is a smaller number, we follow the same process. We need to move the decimal point until this number becomes between 1 and 10. So if I move the decimal point here, the number becomes 3.23232. So number between 1 and 10 always has to go in the first box. It's always something times 10 to the power of something. So what goes in this second box is the number of places we've moved the decimal. So we moved it 1, 2, 3 spots. So I'm going to put a 3 in the power of 10. Now I need to decide, should this 3 be positive or negative? Because this is a very small number, it's less than 1, the power is actually negative. So again, it has been written in correct scientific notation, but I haven't yet rounded to 3 significant figures. So the fourth significant figure this time is 4 or less, so I leave the mess. I don't increase this digit by 1. So to 3 significant figures, it'd be 3.23 times 10 to the power of negative 3. So what this is saying, this number here is about 3.23 thousandths. Again, much easier to remember. All right, let's now look at an example where we need to fix up a number not written correctly in scientific notation. So this number here is not written correctly in scientific notation. Why is that? Because this number out the front is not between 1 and 10. So how we're going to fix it up, I'm going to write this number here out the front in correct scientific notation. So to do that, I need to move the decimal point 2 spots, and then I get 2.874. And because I moved the decimal point 2 spots, it's going to be times 10 to the power of 2. Now this is a larger number, it's larger than 1, so the power of 10 needs to be positive. So this is 287.4, and I still need the 10 to the minus 20. So now I can use my index laws. I'm going to leave the 2.874 alone. 10 squared times 10 to the minus 20. Keep the same base and add the powers. 2 plus negative 20 is negative 18. So now this number is written in correct scientific notation. It's a number between 1 and 10 times 10 to the power of something. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 significant figures. We weren't asked to round to a certain number of significant figures, so that's why I wrote all digits. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.